Vinyl Guru in the house, and today we are talking about the Chronicles of Discogs. I have been going on a little bit of a Discogs journey as of late because I have been needing to purge lately due to the wild COVID continuous madness. So in order to stay afloat, you gotta get a little creative. And I've been exploring Discogs, nurturing my Discogs, and I've realized that there are some weird, interesting journeys and stories that come along the way. So I'm going to be starting this series called The Chronicles of Discogs, and this Discogs diary number 1 is going to be on how to start, you know? I'm basically going to be kind of walking you through my journey, and we're going to be going on this thing together. But for instance, I'm starting to now kind of learn and navigate the waters of how condition is and all of that, how everybody rates things, and how some things people don't know how to rate things at all. And we're going to get into that a little closer to later down on this video. But some of my questions are as follows that I've written down here. One, how do you know what to sell? When you look at your stuff, you know, you're thinking, okay, I've got a bit here, but how do I know what to start to pluck out? You know, it's not often does one purge, or sometimes people purge quite a bit, which I do have a video about that soon. Either it's come out already or it's coming soon, so hang tight on that. But I have a video on that, and I've really been thinking about this. I've really been wrapping my head around it, because for me, I haven't really properly done a solid purge. I mean, I've done one mini one, but I haven't done, you know, kind of a big tornado. So it really interests me psychologically how to know what to pluck out. So that's one. Do you then begin to sell the things that you don't need? Or do you then realize that you begin to sell some of the things that you love and you don't really want to sell, but you feel like you need to out of necessity now? It's another thing that one has to struggle with when thinking about that kind of stuff too. I'm starting to realize there are a couple of things that I know can garner me some shmoneys, but it pays me to sell? Is it worth that feeling to have to let it go in order to survive? It's a thing you gotta ask yourself, you know? Another thing is, how do you know what is the best for you to ultimately make your soul crush a little less? Basically a little bit kind of benching and barking off of that last question. Because sometimes I know a lot of people that have purged and they do live in regret later. I guess that's one of those things that you kind of have to take that chance in order to really know, right? But okay, let's get into as a buyer of Discogs, because I've been more of a buyer than a seller. So I've always kind of tried to wrap my head around what the hell are some of these buyers thinking? Rating some of these that are so off. These are the off graders. This is about how people choose to rate things and how off they can really be in their head. How some people's standards are a little bit more wonky than others. So that's the main part of this video, but the beginning of it was just more alongside of, you know, where my head is at the moment with my relationship with Discogs and how I'm wrapping my head around that. But let's get into this video and why, okay? So let's do it. Here is a little bit of my story here when it comes to a recent purchase that I did with Discogs. And this seller had a little bit of a je ne sais quoi going on. And it was real interesting when it made it there. I was wondering why this was priced a little too good, but it was, I mean, it was graded, this was graded as a VG plus The album, you know, the LP, EP was rated as VG plus, and the jacket was graded as a VG plus. And I really want you to check this out and let me know in the comments down below if you consider this a VG plus. Anybody? Yeah, I mean, this is probably VG plus to your dog as a chew toy, but to me, this isn't even good, you know, like, this is, darling, where you coming from, darling, you know? Now this one is a lot better than this here, but, I respect the hustle, you know? I do respect the hustle. I didn't have the heart to give this guy a bad rating, though I clearly could. It seemed a little petty. So what do you guys think about that? I mean, to me, I felt like I was conned a little bit. Like they was just trying to take your shmoney. As much as I wanted the record, I mean, I could have waited to get a better copy if he was honest. Now, sometimes they're not honest on Discogs because they just want to push a damn sale. That's why I always really respect the people that grade really conservatively versus these kind of animals, because these are the kind of cats that push people away from, you know, buying, because on Discogs the troublesome thing about it all is there's no pictures really. It's not like eBay where you can visually see the pictures so of what each person is selling. So that's the unfortunate thing about it. You kind of just have to take it as is, I suppose, when it comes. But this was a real mystery treat right here. Anyway, that being said, let me know down in the comments below, have you ever bought anything from Discogs that wasn't exactly what was advertised? Let us know. Also, let me know if you considered that VG plus. I don't know, maybe my grading system is a little bit harsher than everybody else's, but to me this looks like a chew toy. This don't even look like a record anymore. I don't know. Let a chicken know. Anyways, always a pleasure, and I can't wait to do this again. Toodaloo, honey. Whew. Damn it. That was a dog, a cat, and a giraffe that done stepped on that record. I'm telling you. Crazy.